Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to do something that was super fun, super bright, given that spring is just around the corner. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so I did already have my hand prepped and primed, and then I just went in with my white from Valentino, and I painted the tips because I am going to be doing an ombre, so I just painted the white up to where I glue the tips on. And then I'm using these inks from a cart that I ordered on Amazon in the Pastels collection. Super, super cute. They're super easy to use, and they do really create a really beautiful design, as you can see. So with this design, I decided to go ahead and top coat, which is very important because when I go in with the acrylic and I do my ombre, if I didn't top coat, the monomer and the acrylic would wipe away the design. So if you're going to be using transfer oils on tips to ombre with or anything like that, you want to make sure you top coat it before you start your ombre because you just want to make sure the picture stays and the acrylic doesn't remove that picture. And then I'm going in with the color Blossom from the Valentino Beauty Pure, which if you know me, you know that I love Valentino products so much. And I think my room was pretty warm because it was cold. So this acrylic was setting a lot faster than it typically does. So this is one of those trust the moment processes because trust me, at first I was like, ugh, this is not going to be what I want it to be. But again, trust the process, just go with it, continue doing what you're doing, and it turns out, it usually always turns out. So the brush, I am using the Young Nails Craig No. 2 brush, and I did use the OPI Dehydrator and the Young Nails primer as well. So I'm just going to go in on each of these nails and start the ombre. I should have put clear, like a thin layer of clear first, and then started the ombre, and then went back and clear, but it ended up working out in the end. Okay, and once I was done laying the Blossom and kind of ombreing that out, I went in with the Speed Clear from Young Nails, and I'm kind of just starting that bead where my ombre starts. I'm not really focusing on the cuticle area because as you can see, I already built up the cuticle area. So now I'm just worried about leveling out the rest of that nail and then encapping that design. I don't know about you guys, but these were giving me Easter vibes. And as like the further along I got into this set, I am so excited for Easter. I don't know what it is about Easter. I don't know if it's the family time, the food, the pretty colors, the bunnies. I'm not really sure what it is, but I love Easter time. I really do. So these gave me those Easter vibes. And then after I was done with this set, I just Pinterest and came up with all of these ideas for Easter time, and I'm super excited to share some of those. But yeah, I'm super excited for Easter, and I'm excited for nicer weather. So maybe that's part of it. Okay, so once I was done laying the clear and encapping and I was okay with everything, I went ahead and with my hand file and I'm just going into those sidewalls and tightening them up. As you can see, I'm keeping that file straight on one side of all fingers of that sidewall, and then I will go back and do the opposite direction. This just helps ensure that you're keeping your hand straight, and it helps ensure that you're getting straight lines on both sides so you're not having to twist your wrist different directions for each finger. This for me works out really well, and it helps me, like I said, it helps keep my wrist straight, and I'm able to get those super straight and tight sidewalls. And then as you can see also, I'm kind of tucking that file up underneath the nail just to make sure if there was any acrylic that transferred there underneath, I can remove that as well. And then I'm going in with my Sky 5-in-1 bit, and if you see my other videos, you know that I love this bit for the cuticle area. Look how nice it makes that cuticle area look. It just tightens it up really nice, and it is a safety bit. So it has a soft top on the top of that. It's a straight soft top, so you can bump up right into that cuticle area without hurting your clients. And I do have my file set to an 8 when I'm working around the cuticle area, which is a perfect speed for me. And I do just use this bit just for the cuticle area. I don't use it for any balancing or anything like that. I use it just for the cuticle area. Okay, and then once I am done going into the cuticle area, I'm going to take this medium barrel from Creations. It's also a safety bit, and I'm just going to kind of touch up around that cuticle area. Not so much in the cuticle, just more where that apex starts. And I'm just going to take this and balance out the nails. With the longer nails, you kind of want to stick out your bit as far as you can, just to make sure you can go over that long nail smoothly. If it was shorter, I would tuck that back a little bit further. Also, I really like this bit for balancing as well. It really makes the nail nice and smooth, and it doesn't grab, it doesn't catch. And when I'm balancing, I have my E-file set to 14, depending on the size of the job. If there was a lot of bulk that I had to get rid of, or I wanted to balance the nail a little bit faster, I would turn the speed up to about 17 to 20. But I didn't find that necessary for this set. So for this one, I just had it set to a 14. And then I'm going to go in with my hand file and just crisp up those sidewalls. And then that tip, I did want to make them a lot sharper than what they were. So as you can see, I'm just going in with that hand file and focusing on the shape now, which this is what I call my finish filing. So again, I'm just focusing on the shape of the nail, and then again, crisping up those sidewalls and making sure there was still no acrylic left behind on the underneath of those nails. Okay, and when I am satisfied, or once I am satisfied with the shape of the nail, I'm going to go in with my sanding band and kind of just smooth over that nail a little bit. I did get these purple sanding bands from Profiles Backstage, and if you haven't checked out their website yet, you should, because they have lots of cute things on there, and I'm obsessed with literally everything that they have on there, including these sanding bands. And then the mandrel bit I just got off of Amazon. I think I got a 3-pack for about 14 bucks. So the sanding bands fit these mandrel bits perfectly, and I haven't had any issues with them at all. Okay, so once I'm done going over the nail with the sanding band, I'm going to go in with my buffer. And you want to remember when you're using your buffer, you don't just want to keep the buffer going one direction on all the nails. You want to kind of go up one direction, down the opposite direction, or go in a circular motion. Otherwise, you'll just keep creating imperfections in the nail. So it's really important to kind of move that buffer all over the place on top of that nail, just to make sure you're not creating more imperfections. This will help get rid of the super fine lines that are there. So if you've ever noticed when you're doing nail art and you put the gel polish on there and it kind of like bleeds into those lines, this helps take that out. And then of course, you want to make sure you turn that client's hand over and kind of look at it from their point of view and measure from cuticle to cuticle just to make sure they're all the same shape, they're all the same length, and they all look the same. Okay, and I couldn't just be done at this point, so I went in with this Bee in Your Bonnet by Light Elegance. It's actually a pinker tone inside the gel pod, so it was perfect over the top of these nails. And I just started up at that cuticle area and kind of just brushed it down a little bit just to create kind of an ombre effect going the opposite direction of what we had. And again, you guys, these turned out so cute. I forgot to record the top coat portion of this, but I just used the not polished top coat, cured for 60 seconds, and I was all done. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section, or if there are ideas that you want to share with me that you'd like to see in my next video, please leave that on there as well. Thanks, guys!